Hello, welcome to Himdeve development, where we are preparing the best tutorials to make your mobile application development easier and more efficient. Goal for this tutorial is to create a Sliver App Bar for the portfolio widget, what is actually a collapsing toolbar, and to learn how to work with the Sliver App Bar, FlexibleSpaceBar and SliverFillRemaining widgets. First, we open our existing application from the previous tutorial and we open the file portfolio_page.dart. We run the application and click on the portfolio item. This is the portfolio screen and that's our starting point. In the build method, specifically in the scaffold widget, for the body attribute, we extract the center widget into the new private_build content method, and then we will remove this method call from the body attribute. Instead, we put a new Flutter widget in the body attribute, the custom scroll view widget. This widget has several attributes, but we will focus only on the slivers attribute in this tutorial. What is actually a list of widgets? Usually, Flutter uses the children name for this attribute, but here it highlights the fact that custom scroll view is adapted to work with slivers. What is sliver anyway? Sliver is basically just a part of the scrollable area where the actual scrolling effects can be customized. Subsequently, we add the Sliver App Bar widget to this slivers attribute that creates the widget list. Sliver App Bar is an app bar from the Material Design library that is linked to the custom scroll view widget. We launch the app and we can see that we have created a new app bar. We also set the title to portfolio using the title attribute. And then we can remove the classically created app bar widget and we can see that we have achieved the same effect. Sliver App Bar widget has several attributes and in this tutorial we will go through some of them. By the background color attribute, we set the value to red. Next, we set an expanded height attribute which represents the height of the app bar when fully expanded. We set it to the value of 200, which is the standard height. So we have prepared a basic structure for the top bar of the screen, and now the question is where to define the remaining of the page content to test the scrolling effect. There are several ways, but in this tutorial we will focus on the simplest one, which is using the SliverFillRemaining widget. SliverFillRemaining is a sliver that contains only one single box child to fill the remaining space in the viewport. The SliverFillRemaining widget will size its child to fill the viewport in the cross axis. To do so, we use child attribute of SliverFillRemaining widget, and in our case, we put there our existing _build content method. We can test the scrolling, and we see that by scrolling up, the app bar disappears completely. Therefore, we add the pinned attribute to ensure that the app bar remains visible during scrolling. Another attribute is the flexible space attribute. This attribute represents a widget that will be in the background of the entire app bar. It will have the same height as the height of the whole app bar. We put here a flexible spacebar widget that will create this flexible widget. The flexible spacebar widget has a title attribute. We set it to portfolio. The title attribute is currently set directly in the Sliver App Bar, but that means it doesn't grow dynamically as the top bar grows, but remains static only at the top of the screen. Therefore, we use the title in flexible spacebar, which is dynamic. Next, we define the background attribute in which we insert the image.network widget with the URL of the image. And we can see that the image doesn't fit the size of the app bar. Therefore, we use the fit attribute, which we set to boxWidth.cover, to fill the entire render area. We can see that the white text and the arrow are then not sufficiently visible, so we change their color to black. First, we set the text style to black. And then, by the icon theme attribute, we can define the style for the icons in the Sliver App Bar. So in our case, we change the color from white to black. And we will test the application. And with this is our fifth part of this first series of Flutter tutorials completed, and of course you can find the complete source code on the GitHub as well as on our website himdeve.com, where you have a detailed description of everything we went through in this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, bye bye.